Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and as many of you guys know, Horizon Lunar Colony is a brand new map that got added to Overwatch on Tuesday, and I wanted to make this video just talking about the best heroes for this map. Now, while many different heroes, and probably all the heroes can work on any certain maps, some heroes are just going to be a lot more effective than other heroes, and that's what I wanted to discuss in this video, because soon it's going to be in competitive if it isn't already. I played a lot of competitive recently, and there really wasn't a clear post if it's going in there. So, like, maybe you have to wait a week for people just to get familiarized. Either way, I don't want you to get caught with your pants down when this map is in the rotation and you don't know what heroes to play, because, well, this is a 2CP map. Obviously, we've had different 2CP maps before, but nothing really with the design of Horizon Lunar Colony because of the different leverages and different floors that you can take overlooking the points, and that's what's so special about this map. Sure, we had Temple, we've had Volskaya, and we had Hanamura, but really there aren't a lot of maps that take advantage of the different verticalities of a map design. Okay, maybe Hanamura for the second point, but really this is what Horizon Lunar Colony is just based around, is different leverages. And you're going to hear me say that throughout this whole entire video. Her leverages, different floors, different heights, overlooking the point, but really that's what you have to realize and really take advantage of to do well on this map. So what are the good heroes, what are some bad heroes? Well, you're going to find out right now in this video. So Horizon Lunar Colony, the best way that I can just kind of make an analogy towards other maps, the first point you want to try to treat it as Temple in Anubis, and the second point you want to treat it as Volskaya Industry. The reason for that is, well, Volskaya has many different lanes, same as like the second control point that you can capture. In the first point, well, you do have that big ledge overlooking the first point on Temple, and with Horizon Lunar Colony you have many different ledges. So again, you have to take full advantage of those different heights that you can look over the point, because, well, if you have height, if you have ground over the enemy, usually you're going to be able to get a lot more headshots and usually get a lot more kills. You always hear people say, oh, get the high ground, get the high ground. Well, that's because it's just a lot more easier to aim down than it is to aim up. Now, some people go on, oh, I always get so many kills while aiming. Okay, you're one of the few. But all jokes aside, what are the heroes that can take full advantage? And I'm sure you can already guess of some pretty obvious picks, but the best heroes, I feel like, and I'm not just saying it because I have gameplay, but Soldier 76, Genji, and Hanzo are some picks that are just, they can take full advantage of this. The reason for Soldier 76 is because he has that run ability. He can pick one spot. If that spot isn't that great, he's able to fluently move to another spot and then move to another spot, and then Genji can just wall climb, dash in, get a few kills, dash out, wall climb. He's just gonna be an antsy kind of ninja, hence why he's a cyborg ninja. And Hanzo, he's so great because, well, this, I'm probably gonna make a few people mad by this, but this isn't really a sniper based kind of map like with Widowmaker, and you're gonna see with the heroes that really don't work well with this map. But Hanzo is a happy medium for being able to take the high ground and being able to get those fancy little snipes. So again, you just have to remember what are the heroes that can take full advantage of the heights, but also the tight corridors, because again, maybe from the first point to the second point, really there aren't a lot of tight corridors, but when you're trying to get the next point, bruh, the corridors to try to get the second point are really just small, really insulated, and you just have to remember that when picking the heroes to try to get the next point. Well, what are those heroes? Well, here like Zarya would just make sense because, well, if bullets and damage are just coming your way and it's such a tight corridor, well, you're going to be absorbing a lot of that damage. And even someone like Ryan is just a great tank overall. You're able to push forward right there. And even the hero like Lucio and maybe like Mercy, they're able just to move freely throughout the whole entire map and not really slow. They can take different vantage points. And again, you just have to remember that different vantage points, different leverages, different floors. I'm going to say that over and over again, but I want you guys to remember when you go on Horizon Lunar Colony, the best way to win is to take the high ground, drop in, and then finish off the rest of the people. And that's just even for the attacking side. For the defensive side, the same heroes can apply, but okay, so some people are gonna think I'm not taking this serious, but Torbjorn can be a great hero pick for the second point. Why is that? Well, if you're treating it like Volskaya Industry, and if you have a turret in the back, the enemy is not gonna be able to really get the turret unless they focus all their efforts to be able to destroy that. Okay, maybe if they have a soldier or like a Widow or a Hanzo just focusing that turret and destroy it right there, then okay, maybe it is. But if you do have a turret that's just firing in the direction of like one corridor, the second corridor, it can take up a lot of damage. And since it is so tight, oh bruh, the turret's gonna go to work, the Torbjorn's gonna work, it's gonna be so fantastic. Now, what are the heroes that really wouldn't work on attack and defense? Well, you already heard me mention someone like Widowmaker. The reason for that is, like, obviously Widowmaker can work in the right hands, but really what Widow is supposed to do is be a long-range sniper, where Hanzo is kind of like a mid and short-range sniper because you don't really have to scope in and it's already zoomed in all the way. She's most effective on like a long sniper range spots like attack King's Row, right? If you're overlooking the statue and you get a few snipes. Oh, those are just some important picks right there. But also heroes like McCree and May, first of all, they're slow moving. If they pick one spot, it's going to take them a long time trying to get with the team if they wanted to flank around, which they really shouldn't be. So again, it's just, I'm going to say this again, taking advantage of the leverages and being able to move freely throughout the whole entire map. And also May's wall wouldn't really work for one quarter since there are so many ways that you can get past the choke. Sure, it can work in some situations, but really if the enemy has so many different lanes that they can go through, well, the wall isn't going to be effective because they can just really go around it. Same thing with Symmetra. Now again, it can work if you're going on the second point, but again, there's 3 different ways that the enemy can come and capture the second point. So if you set up your sentries on one different choke and they go through the other one, well, then that was just useless, and you have to be able to go and attack them with your little beam, and at that point you're a frontline attacker. It's just a big old mess. So also remember that. And one other hero that I kind of found really wouldn't be that great is Pharah. So the reason why Pharah wouldn't be that great is because, well, it's kind of closed off as terms of the roof. If you're on like Hanamura on the first point, well, you have that big open sky and you can just rain fire from above. So if it's closed off by a roof, well, you're going to be a lot closer to the ground, and i.e. a soldier can easily just take you out. Pharah is most effective when you're in the sky and far away so that you can't easily be shot down. Now obviously if someone has godlike aim, they're still going to be able to take you out on Hanamura, but now it's going to be even a greater chance, especially on Horizon Lunar Colony, where there's so many things blocking you and you don't really have free will to move throughout the whole entire map as terms of the sky, since you do have that roof and also different pillars just getting in your way. It's just a big mess at that point. And that's just a little basic guide for a few heroes. I didn't want to talk about all the hero lists because this would just be a 20-minute video explaining why it would be great and why it wouldn't be great, but just remember the different floors that you can take and all the different options, because there isn't just one corridor, just one choke that you have to go through. It's not like the first point on Hanamura where you have to go past the gate and maybe you have the little window right there. No, it's not like that. There's many different options, and if you take full advantage of it, then it's just going to be so much easier being able to take the first point and even the second point, because we all know how 2CP maps go. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know of your hero picks that you usually pick on Horizon Lunar Colony. I almost forgot the name of that, and what you found to be most effective. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.